be sure to check out Rob Plays. There you can hang out with me while we play video games and talk about life stuff. So what I wanted to do here was revisit my series on comic concepts and have a discussion about some of the most powerful items in comic books, ranging from the anti-life equation to the heart of the universe. And to kick this off, I wanted to take some time to focus on the Ultimate Nullifier. The only issue here is that while the Ultimate Nullifier appears in around 94 issues of Marvel Comics, it's only actually used in any real capacity about 3 or 4 times. And so the Ultimate Nullifier first appeared in Marvel Comics as part of the original Galactus trilogy and Fantastic Four issues 48 through 50, written by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. While I haven't been able to locate a reason for its creation due to the fact that Stan Lee has never offered an explanation and Jack Kirby is deceased, because Galactus was introduced as such a powerful foe on a universal scale, a weapon of some kind needed to contain equal power or at least enough to force Galactus into retreat. Taking place in issue number 50 with Uatu the Watcher abandoning his vow of non-intervention, Johnny Storm of the Fantastic Four was instructed to travel to Galactus' home base of Tatu and locate the Nullifier. Handing it over to Reed Richards, who in turn threatened Galactus, in this original appearance, no information was offered on what the Nullifier was capable of or why Galactus was afraid of it. Instead, the Nullifier was used as an intricate piece of the existing Fantastic Four lore, which could offer some measure of curiosity among fans as to what resided out beyond Earth. Now following this, the Nullifier remained absent entirely from Marvel Comics for 26 years, leading into 1992 and the start of Jim Starlin's Infinity War. Coming out of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, which concluded with Adam Warlock taking the gauntlet for himself, during Infinity War issue number 2, it was revealed that Adam Warlock had subconsciously split his mind into 3 forms, one of pure evil, which reformed as the villain Magus, one of pure good, taking the form of Goddess, and Adam Warlock himself, who remained neutral. As a result, the Living Tribunal decreed that because Adam Warlock was devoid of anger or love but also had no true value of life due to his lack of ties to any one being, the gauntlet was depowered by the Living Tribunal, who ordered Adam Warlock to disperse the gems accordingly. Using this as a jumping off platform, with Magus traveling the multiverse and seizing a multitude of cosmic cubes for himself, as well as reassembling the Infinity Gauntlet and having it repowered, the various heroes of Earth and across the universe came together, including Galactus, Thanos, and others. Looking to the power that Magus possessed with the multiversal cosmic cubes and the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos offered a full explanation of the Ultimate Nullifier, stating that it possessed the ability to annihilate any object, wiping it from existence entirely. However, unlike the Cosmic Cube or the Infinity Gauntlet, the Nullifier does not function as a gun with a simple trigger. Instead, the Nullifier is more akin to a battery, requiring a full charge, and can only be used by someone with a noble soul. Handing the Nullifier over to Quasar, the protector of the universe wielding the quantum bands, the Nullifier saw its final use during the Infinity War when Quasar attempted to turn it on Magus, only to be annihilated himself when Magus used the newly activated Infinity Gauntlet to turn the Nullifier's energies on Quasar. Now following this, the Nullifier fell into the realm of obscurity again, leading into 2001 and the introduction of Abraxas. Coming out of Carlos Pacheco's run of Fantastic Four, which saw Galactus transitioning from consuming planets to only consuming sentient life, the lack of energy that came with sentient beings sent Galactus into a state of madness and perpetual hunger. Enlisting the forces of the Shi'ar, the Kree, the Skrulls, the Nova Corps, and humanity, the Silver Surfer led a war against Galactus, eventually turning the machines of Tatu against the Devourer of Worlds. As a result, and following Galactus' death, a retcon was offered stating that at the beginning of the multiverse's creation, a being of complete anarchy and chaos reigned alongside eternity. Christening itself Abraxas and existing on a multiversal scale, the story also revealed that Galactus had operated as a gatekeeper, preventing Abraxas from escaping his imprisonment and running amok. However, with Galactus dead, Abraxas begins a reign of terror that expands into the multiverse, where he annihilates countless versions of Galactus from a multitude of realities. Leading into the Fantastic Four hunting for the Nullifier using various multiversal clues to its existence, the location of the Nullifier was discovered by the Fantastic Four but seized by Abraxas, owing to the Nullifier being the only object which could end his reign. Sending an army to eliminate the Earth's heroes, Franklin Richards' power to control reality was used in conjunction with his sister's extreme intelligence, allowing the two to resurrect Galactus, who seized control of the Nullifier from Abraxas. However, with the Nullifier falling in the hands of Reed Richards, the entirety of Marvel's multiverse was reset when Reed destroyed all things in existence and remade them up to the moment when Abraxas escaped, which in turn set all things back to normal. Now following this, as far as I've been able to tell, the Nullifier made no real significant appearances in Marvel Comics. Instead, the Nullifier showed up in a couple of comics from Hickman's Fantastic Four as an object that Reed referenced during his recollections on first encountering Galactus, as well as in the home of Uatu the Watcher during the original Sin storyline while receiving a visit from Nova, Sam Alexander. That said, in terms of Marvel's hierarchy of objects and their power, the Nullifier is a bit of a quagmire. Where the Infinity Gauntlet was able to trump the power of the Nullifier itself was not at full charge. Instead, it was only at a fraction of its normal strength, and so we can't make an accurate argument on which one is stronger. At the same time, the Nullifier has never been used against the power of a cosmic cube, leaving us no real answer on where it lies. Instead, because the Nullifier has the power to wipe out all things in existence up to and including the multiverse, we can largely assume that if at full strength, and if being wielded by someone with the highest intelligence and force of will, the Nullifier may trump the Gauntlet in that the Nullifier's wielder could simply annihilate the Gauntlet from existence, but again, at this point, it's really just guesswork. With that being said, we're going to bring this video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.